Moments That Matter is brought to you by Binkley Ross Family of Funeral Homes, First Southern Bank, and by the Insurance Alliance.
Welcome to Moments That Matter. I'm your host, Melise Oakley. Moments That Matter is a podcast sharing real stories of comfort and care and connections at the Voyage Senior Living. In today's episode, we will talk about caring with a purpose. To discuss this, we will welcome my guest, Dr. Cindy Davis, a family nurse practitioner. You are probably one of my favorite people because of many different reasons, but one of them is because you are so passionate about this arena, I guess we call it.
It is.
Tell me what your role is at the Voyage Senior Living.
I'm a family nurse practitioner.
Okay.
I do home visits. I see them where they live. And basically, it's like going to a doctor's appointment, only I go to them.
You're very passionate about many things, but what I really love is that you get just as excited as I do about
I do.
Working with the older population.
Yeah.
What drew you to working with them?
Probably a lifetime, just a lifetime of experiences. My mother was diagnosed, and now that I am older, she was diagnosed with thyroid cancer when she was 52 years old.
Yeah.
She had one chemo treatment, and the chemo treatment was ultimately her demise because, we didn't know how to treat things the way that we do now. So that started my whole ambition to return to school, become a nurse. I wanted to help her people. She was born in Hardin County, one of the poorest counties in Illinois, still is.
Not a lot of resources.
No. She was one of those kids that got shoes once a year, And so it was with that started the passion. She taught me that I could do anything, be anything. I didn't return to school until I was 28 years old. I had been working in a factory. So life experiences. So anyway, let's fast forward. Why am I so passionate? My dad became ill. He was 82 years old, still farming, still driving his tractor, doing all the things. He had a fall. A man was coming in to buy cattle, found my dad down. He'd been there for at least 24 hours. And that was the beginning of the end for him. And the things that I had to go through with him, when he was taken to the hospital, I received a phone call. There wanted to be a report for elder abuse. But the thing is, the man was blind in one eye.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had thought,
oh,
he did the best he could. His socks didn't match. He tried to trim his own toenails, and he had a bunch of cuts on his feet. So I have lived that side of.
How old were you
when that was happening?
Mm-hmm.
I was already a nurse.
Okay.
Did not have my doctorate yet.
Okay.
But I may have been a case manager at the time.
Okay.
So I knew all of those things. Somebody comes to the hospital, they look like that. What's going on?
But isn't it different when you are in that place?
Oh, yeah.
Because you know all this.
Yeah.
And then I think to myself, what is happening to the individuals that don't have the resources or the knowledge or the education?
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, that was a life-changing experience. We had to hire caregivers. Fortunately for us, he had cattle that we could sell to pay for a caregiver. He didn't need them that long because he was declining rapidly. So I lived through that. Then my husband and I moved his parents from Mount Vernon down by us to take care of them. And we took care of both of them for the last years of their lives. What I was seeing with Pawpaw was the fact that he couldn't get out, he couldn't walk. Getting him to the doctor was horrible. He did not want to go, but he needed to go. There were no house calls visits. So it was me trying to make phone calls and trying to get the transportation. His scooter, we did have a lift, but there's all kinds of dynamics.
Roadblocks and things that happen with individuals that are declining.
Yeah.
Even whenever you're, like I said, when you're educated and so forth and and you've been there, but it's different when you see it and you're in it.
Yes. And when you are educated and you're at an appointment with someone and your loved one is telling this respected person in the healthcare field that they do not want to do X, Y, and Z. And you're sitting with your person supporting the fact that they don't want to do X, Y, and Z. You may look like you're contributing to their problems. All the time we heard, he's going to fall. He can't be left alone. This is not a safe plan. And I remember the day that I said, I understand that it's not a safe plan, but it's his plan. And
that's beautiful.
And that gets me teary because that's what we supported. No, it wasn't a safe plan, but it was his house. We'd already uprooted him from everything that he knew, brought him to a new house. I could not put him through anymore.
That's beautiful that you see that, because that's really hard, because you are in the trenches. You're trying to care for him. And at the end of the day, though, he still has a purpose. He wants to have a purpose. And you don't want to strip him of that.
No. And you know what? His falling, yeah, he would do it often. We put up cameras. We lived about a total of maybe 3 to 5 miles outside of town. So, one time my husband went over. It was either me or my husband. We went over. He was on his lawnmower. He would not let me mow the yard in the back because it was too bumpy. Mind you, he could only transfer from a chair to his electric scooter, right? But he could still get to the lawnmower. So he's out there. It's hotter than blazes. What are you doing? Waiting for you to come get me.
Because it was something he loved.
Yeah. But do you think he had his pendant on?
No.
No. Do you think he had a phone? Nope. Just sitting there on the tractor, waiting.
But those are moments that matter. Like, you look back and you smile about it. And that's the thing that we have to take out of that.
Yes.
And what does your day-to-day look like at the Voyage Senior Living on the aspect of supporting residents with this chronic condition?
It's not, what I have found is, it's not just one condition.
Right.
People have multiple things that are going on. So my day looks like this. I work very closely with the social services staff, the management staff, and what we do, we have a list, and if patients need to be seen, the goal is they put their names down a week before so that I can prepare with who I'm seeing, right? The reality is
it's a little different.
It's pretty precious, though, and I can't get mad at them. They'll walk in and they'll say, "Oh, you're here today." Yep, I'm here every Monday. But they see that, and then their name may not be on the list. Well, I just need to talk to you about. So it's a lot of, okay, well, I'm going to see
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I have 4 people to see before you, and if I have time, I'll see you. Most of the time, what I say is, "Come in, what do you need?" And then they can, So we do a lot of things.
You're very creative with your time. And the way that you treat those individuals, that is what is so beautiful, because I saw the passion coming out, and it's so contagious, because those are individuals that once were, we have had nurses, we've had doctors, we've had, all those, and you being present for them, you have a relationship with them.
Yes, you do. That's the beauty of all of this. It's not just a
job for you.
No, and not just a diagnosis. It's a life plan. It's how are we going to navigate life with this? That's the plan.
And the thing of it is the resources that we know about and continuing to, that is my goal with this podcast, is to get individuals like you and talk about this, because educating the residents and the family is the way that we need to feel calm and clear and empowering. Mm-hmm. Because you know as well as I did, when your dad was on that, didn't have his pendant, didn't have the phone, you start to lose it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you provide for your patients.
I'm so glad you said that. So oftentimes what I tell people is, I don't necessarily feel that I'm providing care all the time for the resident, the patient. Lots of times I am providing care for the staff. I'll tell you why. They get really excited when they think something might be wrong with someone they love. And I'm going to say someone they love, because this is a family. This
Absolutely.
isn't just somebody you see and then they get discharged. No, this becomes a family. So oftentimes when I hit the door, I may, they may come to me with, I really need you to look at so-and-so because this looks really bad. And their really bad and my really bad are not the same, but they look at it and it hurts their heart. And they want to make sure that their person is well taken care of. So a lot of times I say I am offering emotional support to staff.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
I love it though. So every day I'm blessed to see how much these staff members care about the people that live there. You don't see that all the time.
No, and I don't know if you know that I use, a lot of people say facilities, and I don't like, there are facilities out there.
There are.
But at the Voyage Senior Living, we are communities.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want that to get out.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that we want to be known as a resource.
Yes.
We may not be a good fit for them, but knowing, like I can call or email you and say, hey, this is what I have. Can you help me out? Those are the beautiful things. You had touched upon educating also like the staff or being with the staff and doing that. Also, do you see that also with families?
Oh, sure. Especially when we talk about types of diagnosis.
Right.
A family member may not understand that congestive heart failure may be hospice appropriate.
Right.
COPD may be hospice appropriate. End-stage renal disease, same thing. It just depends on where you are in the stage. I guess a really good example is when you talk about COPD, so chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. When you talk about that whole disease is a series of stability, then you fall off, then you get a little bit more stable again, then you fall off. But each time you fall off, you don't get back to the same stable that you were. So family members don't understand that. And they may see their loved one having a cough and congestion, and they may think, oh my gosh, they were given an antibiotic and it didn't work because they're not getting better. Very gently, you can explain, that's what this is. It doesn't get better. And so you describe what's happening now and what you may begin to see, a series of exacerbations that may be getting closer and closer together, right? It's not that the medicine's failing, it's that the disease is doing what it does.
So this is what I love. A lot of people say, because I've been in this industry for some years, and it's the final chapter.
Yeah.
Let's make it the best.
Yes.
And having people like you on board is what makes me so excited. And what can you tell individuals? Some advice on this.
We spend a lot of time talking about, we will look at all of their chronic illnesses, okay? Usually people have at least 4 of them,
right.
At least, right? And so then a lot of times I get asked, well, one doctor said to do this, and then one said to do this, but then one doesn't want me. So what we spend a lot of time doing is sorting it all out and then asking them, what matters to you? If you were to get worse, if you were going to get worse over the next month, what would you want to do today? What matters right now?
Moments that matter.
Yes. And so we talk about trade-offs, okay? So every choice that we make is a trade-off. A lady brought me her glucose monitor, and she says, I'm afraid I've made a mistake. And I said, well, what do you mean? Because it wasn't beeping or anything. It had already done its beeping when she brought it to me. and her blood sugar was about 300. And she says, 369 maybe. She says, oh, hon, I believe I've made a mistake. And I said, well, what did you do? Well, we went shopping and I saw these cookies and I had 2 cookies. and then at lunch, there was cherry pie, and cherry pie is my favorite pie. And I had some cherry pie and I said, was it good? She said, oh, it was so good. And I said, okay, well, what are we going to do? And I said, well, it's about trade-offs. You know what happened. You know what it did. It's done. Now, how do we move forward? I said, little bumps like this, it's okay. If you want cherry pie, have some cherry pie. So I had to give her permission that Can she have cherry pie with every meal? Probably not. But if she wanted to, I would support that too. We would just find a way to support it. Make sense?
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, I've heard people say, oh, you can't drink this because of this. And it's like, enjoy that drink. Yeah. Enjoy that sugar.
Right.
If that's, but like you said, trade-offs.
Yeah, so let's figure it out.
You just have to evaluate the situation and go from there.
Yes. Some people are content having dessert one time a week. Some people would like to have it one time a day. It just depends on who the person
with every meal.
Yeah.
But
and what our goal is, right? What's our
Right.
goal? What is our goal? The big picture. What do we want to achieve?
Absolutely. And that's what's so important to realize the quality of life.
Yeah.
And the moments that matter and the things that make your cup full.
Yes.
So our time has already passed. Can you believe it?
Fast. Yeah. We could do this.
Oh, girl, this isn't, I would love for you to come back.
Thank you. I would love to come back. We have a lot to share.
Absolutely. And that's what is so beautiful about all this. And thank you so much. I know you have a very busy schedule and I just feel so blessed to have you in our residents' lives and in our community.
They bless me way more
I know.
than I bless them.
And the honorier they are, the better.
Bring it. Bring them.
I love it. So anywhere else I would hurt my feelings, but I'm just like, I love it. Bring them on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us on Moments That Matter. Remember to follow Moments That Matter, the Voyage Senior Living on Facebook and on YouTube for more heartwarming stories. Until next time, take care and cherish the moments that truly matter.
Moments That Matter is brought to you by Binkley Ross Family of Funeral Homes. Locally owned and operated. Binkley Ross Funeral Home, Blue Funeral Home, Mitchell Hughes Funeral Home. Call 618-997-7771 or go to binkleyross.com. First Southern Bank. Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. Community banking at its best. Find us at firstsouthernbank.net. And by the Insurance Alliance, helping families feel secure today and prepared for tomorrow. Learn more at theinsurancealliance.com or call 618-532-2277.